What's up, ladies? Good evening, everybody. So good to see y'all on. Come on in, come on in. What's going on, Mirandia?
Nothing much. Every time I watch that video, I just cannot help but smile and just remember all the amazing things. So I'm
I
feeling good.
know, right? I
Yeah.
know, I know. It's all the feels and all the things. So we've been sharing that at the top of our prayer calls and just to let the ladies know because we have so many sisters who have attended our Serenity retreat over the years, and then we have so many sisters who haven't had a chance to join us yet. So we try to do these recaps, ladies, to give y'all. It's like you really can't get a full, I guess, scope of really what
Yeah.
transpires in the retreat. But we do the best that we can by trying to get videos and pictures to really tell the story of really how God meets us every single year for this retreat. So you are so right about that, Miranda. I see. I just wanted to shout out one of our sisters, Keandria. It's so good to see you on. Everybody else that's tuning in on all of our platforms, good evening. If you're new to our community here at Saved in the City, I am Brittany and this is Mirandia. And we get to serve on the leadership team here at Saved in the City. And it's just such a blessing to be able to do the work that we do. So we wanted to come on tonight just to let you all know, like, about all of what we have going on. Like we got some exciting things going on here at Save in the City. And we wanted to create some space to answer some questions. I know it's one thing for you to see us send you emails or to see a live or to see a post. But it's another thing to be able to come on and answer questions that you all may have so that you can feel comfortable and confident in the things that we offer, such as our Serenity retreat. So, Mirandia, when was your first retreat that you went to?
I went to our first retreat in 2024, which was Destin or Daytona. We went to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first retreat serving. I got to serve, and it was an experience that I've never experienced before. To see all the ladies that we've seen, like on our YouTube and like comments, or to see them in person and to love on them was an amazing experience. And it just to just to be able to be and to rest, and to just meet God in a new way. It was amazing.
Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. So 2014, that was, I believe, Daytona Beach was 2014. Last year we went to Phoenix, Scottsdale, Arizona. And this year, ladies, we're going to Orlando, Florida. So we really are always prayerful about where Lord wants us to go. And our goal is we want to see the world. So we're like, hey, let's use this as an opportunity to invite our sisters to come out and let's go to different parts of the country to see the world and experience God together in a fresh new way, in a brand new way, in a community of other sisters that's like on the same journey that we're on. I think that's something that's so refreshing. If you go to work, you go to different spaces, you really don't know what you're going to be stepping into, right? In different spaces. But when you come in a space like a Saved in the City gathering, you can trust that it's been prayed for, that you don't have to, worry about, okay, what's going to happen? Are there about to be any surprises? We only do good surprises, right? And all of those different things. So I'm so thankful. And I believe I was talking to some of the other ministry leaders that I mentor, and I was like, I believe now more than ever, we need more faith-based spaces, more spaces where men and women of God can come and worship freely, be poured into, be, all of those different things with all the things that we have going on.
Yeah, so true, so true. I love our intimate
Yes.
gathering. So intimate.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, ladies, we just wanted to answer a couple of questions for you all tonight. And if you have any questions, please let us know in the comments. We would love to answer any questions you all have, to let you all know anything we can provide. And if we can't provide it on this particular live, girl, always email us. Y'all usually do a good job with that. We do our best every day to answer any questions y'all have when y'all email us, when y'all DM us, because we always want you all to know that we are available to you all. So the first question is, what is the Serenity Retreat? So I wanted to give you all just some kind of like background story on the retreat. So I was doing some research the other night, and I think I shared this on the prayer call, how I was looking up some things the other day, and I literally found the very first house that we had our first retreat in. Our first retreat was in 2013 was the first retreat we ever did. We packed up the girlies on some vans. It was like two or three vans. We packed them up. Majority of them were coming from Alabama. We had some sisters join us from Georgia. We had a few others that joined us from some other cities that traveled in. And y'all, at the time, I had a 2004 Toyota Solara. Her name was Pearl. And I remember packing up that car, y'all. The car was so packed up that it was literally like low to the ground. It was already a small car. I don't think that was safe, but it was low to the ground. I drove it all the way from Huntsville to North Georgia, where the house was. It was in the mountains of North Georgia. Y'all, I set everything up by myself. I prayed over the house, all the things. And then all the ladies came on the vans. And that was our very first retreat that we ever had. And I was like, Lord, what did I get myself into? We had one of the sisters' grandmamas who was our cook. I had put the little, rest all the things together. The ladies said they was on a fast the whole retreat. Now I don't believe that. Now I just think the sisters like to eat. But grandmama was cooking. She was cooking breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. But it was such an experience. And from there, of course, we've grown, over the years. So now we travel to so many different places, and we've had so many different women to connect over the years. But I was reflecting on what that is. So initially, retreat started as really an alternative for spring break for the college students. So if you don't know our story, we started on a college campus. And so majority of college students were coming to our Bible studies. And so a lot of them was like, hey, I don't want to go home for spring break. So I was like, okay, well, let's create something. Let's create an alternative for you all for spring break. And that's how the Serenity Retreat was birthed. But as we continue to grow over the years, it literally became exactly what you hear it to be. It became a retreat where women from all different backgrounds, all different walks of life, all different ages, all from all different parts of the country, we're able to come together on this weekend and literally let our hair down. We're able to put all the titles down. We're able to put all of our responsibilities down and literally get our cups filled up. Okay, that's what we do. We get our cups filled up. And so we'll share a little bit more about kind of what we have planned for the ladies this year who are going to be traveling with us. But to give you an idea, that is what the Serenity Retreat is all about. And I was thinking about what we could call it. I was like, okay, what can we call this? Because y'all, I love to name things. And I was like, I looked up some words in serenity. I'm like, that's what we want the ladies to experience: serenity, peace, tranquility. Life is often loud and noisy and busy, but this retreat, we want you to be able to get still, to get quiet so that you can hear, so that you can rest, all of those things. So that is what the retreat is. And that is the story behind the Serenity Retreat. I see you over there smiling, Marindy, so I'll pass it to you.
Yeah, I think, like you said, it's just this amazing experience just to really, just like you said, lay everything down, every title, all the things, and just be. And I think my first retreat, like, it was an adjustment, but like you said, it's just really to come together and to rest, and we got to hear God. And so I just think it's an amazing opportunity for any women, like anybody who just needs a moment to come and be loved on and to be seen. So I'm
Yes.
excited.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. So, ladies, if you're wondering when it is, the retreat is next month, girl. It's next month. So registration is open until the end of this month. Registration is closing on March the 31st, and the actual retreat is April the 23rd through the 26th. So those are the dates. Often most ladies come in on that Thursday night and they stay all the way till Sunday. But we try to switch it up every year. We put some little surprises in there. We do some different things, but it just depends on your schedule. Most come on Thursday because on Thursday we get checked in, we get comfortable. We have our opening mixer, which is always really good because that's when you get all of your materials, your name tag, all your bag, your goodies, and you get to meet the other sisters that you're going to be having the retreat with, which I think is important to note because we have a lot of sisters that come by themselves. We have a lot of sisters who come by themselves. And I don't know about you, but a long time ago, when I was first afraid to go places by myself, I was like, okay, what do I do if I don't know anybody? What does this look like? But I'm telling you, if you come by yourself, you are not going to leave by yourself. Okay. As soon as you get there, we intentionally create space. I think we do a good job of creating space for you to connect. but
Yeah.
also creating enough space for you to simply be. Right. So if you more like me, like I appreciate connection, but baby, I like to be with my thoughts. I like to journal. I like, to pray, all those things. So we try to create a healthy balance where you don't feel like you're having to do stuff
Yeah.
like every moment of the day. We have blocks of time where we have optional things you can do so that you can rest or so that you can explore the city or so that whatever it is you want to do, because this is your time. We try to create time for you to be able to do, those things as well. But those are the dates for the retreat. You still have some time. If you're saying, hey, I've been seeing this, I've been thinking about this, and I think I can make this happen, I totally think that you should. So those are the dates.
Yes, like you said, we've had some amazing stories of women who like, I got a new sister in Christ now, or like they be connecting. So you are definitely not alone, sis. You're not alone.
Yes, we've had ladies that came to like our retreat in 2013, 2014. They're best friends today. Like people who created friendships 10 years ago, 12 years ago, and they're the best of friends. So again, I just believe, and I know in my life, God told me that He was bringing new relationships in my life. He showed me a parts of my future, and I was like, Lord, how in the world am I gonna get there? I ain't never seen this type of stuff before. And He said it's gonna come through the relationships I'm bringing into your life. So I do believe that this is a season where the Lord is breathing on our relationships, that He is bringing fresh relationships, new connections into our life that's going to be connected to our destiny partners, and for our future. And I believe that that's what the Lord is going to do at this retreat, as He's done at all the retreats. So if you've been looking for new friendships, new sisterhoods, new bonds, then this is an awesome opportunity, because this retreat is really intimate, which is why this is my favorite gathering that we do, because we literally get to see transformations like happen. We
Yep.
literally get to see sisters walk in on Thursday one way, and by Sunday we like, girl, what's your name?
Yep.
Like, you a whole new woman, right? So I love the intimacy. So we get to literally get to know each other and build those connections that will so outlive, that weekend, and we can build upon those. So I absolutely always love that too.
Yeah.
Next question. Where is the Serenity Retreat? Can somebody let us know in the comments where the Serenity Retreat is this year? Can someone let us know in the comments where the Serenity Retreat is? And I see some sisters saying, let me share this. Last year, hey Latoya girl, last year was my first time and I didn't feel alone one moment. Yes, we pray about that. So we're so grateful to hear that. Thank you for sharing that testimony, Toya. Hey Terry, my first retreat was the first time I've taken a trip by myself. The connections I've made are lasting friendships. I believe this is a great, and I am a solo trip connoisseur. Okay. If you've never been to did a solo trip, ladies, I believe that this is a perfect first
Mm.
solo trip that you can take. I believe it's the perfect one. So Terry, I love that. I'm so proud of you. I know Kintea, she's a part of our decor team now, which is so dope. Her first retreat was last year, and now she's a part of our team, our core team, and she's on the decor team. And so last year was her first solo trip as well. So absolutely love that. Thank you for sharing. And that's right, ladies. Our retreat this year is in Orlando, Florida. Orlando, Florida. And I told the Lord this morning, because He wouldn't leave me alone about Orlando, and like months ago. And so I was talking to Him this morning, praying through the retreat. And I was like, God, I still don't know fully why you said Orlando, but I'm seeing some of the things that He started to do. But I'm like, okay, obviously you got something very special in mind, because I heard you very clearly when you said for us to go to Orlando. So y'all are correct. It is in Orlando, Florida. Now, the beautiful thing, we just started doing this last year. So we offer day passes now for our retreat. So say you're in Orlando or you're near Orlando and you're like, hey, I can't make it the whole retreat, but I want to come and pop in and experience a day of the retreat. We have day passes. When you go to register, you can register for Friday or you can register for Saturday to do a day pass as well for the retreat, because we want to offer some variety. We want to offer some variety. So it is in Orlando, Florida. Miranda, have you ever been to Orlando?
I have not been to Orlando yet, and I'm super excited. I love the beach and the warm weather. I am a cold girly, but I do love some warm weather, so I'm excited to go and explore all Orlando has to offer.
Yes, love that so much. So just want to give y'all a little bit about what you all can expect. I see that we have some sisters on here who have been a part of the retreat before, so I love that. Again, nothing that Saved in the City does like is ever the same. Like
Right.
we really are always, well, I am, bless their hearts, because they follow along, but I'm always pushing the envelope. Y'all pray for the team because I get an idea every other day. But nonetheless, we try to be very prayerful and use wisdom. But no Saved in the City experience is ever the same. Now, there are some things that you can always count on. You can
Yep.
always count on our atmosphere being an atmosphere of love, being one of acceptance, being one of joy. Like that, those are our core values as a ministry. So you can count on that. You're going to count on us having fun because
Yep.
I don't believe in doing anything if it's not fun. And Jesus has a sense of humor. So it's going to always be fun and it's going to always be spiritual enriching.
Yep.
We're always very prayerful about who speaks, what's said. We always want to make sure it's biblically rooted and anchored. So those are the consistent things. Everything else, hey, you don't know what you make up when it come in because we're always about
Yep.
recreate. I'm always pushing the envelope with the team of how can we present God? Like, what is another way that we can present God to help our sisters to see God in a way that she's never seen him before? So that is always our aim and our mission of what we want to accomplish anytime we have a gathering, anytime we have it, especially with our retreats, because you done got on a plane or got in a car, to be a part of it. And we want for you to be able to experience something like you've never experienced it before.
Hmm. Listen, always a good worship. We gotta always got our worship going on. So it's gonna
Yes, yes, yes. That is something that you can expect at the retreat. We definitely always have worship at the retreats to create an atmosphere because when worship comes in a room, child, anything that the Lord wants to do, once you welcome him on in, he's able to do it. Last year, y'all, we experienced a supernatural healing. Our
be.
sister Crystal, I think we've shared this with you all before. She came in. She said God told her she had to be at the retreat. She came in a wheelchair. I'm going to be sure we share this testimony on our social media before the end of the week. But she came in a wheelchair, and y'all, she left walking. She
My
came into the retreat in a wheelchair, and we were able to pray with her and stand in agreement that the Lord was going to heal her. And she got out of that wheelchair and was dancing, by Saturday night. She was up dancing at our party, at our party. So we see healing. We don't just see physical healings. We see emotional healings. I see Gail is in the chat. She did a session for us last year, and the healing hug, to
my God.
see so many sisters
Yeah.
experience the healing power of God through being embraced by
Yeah.
another woman. Y'all, it was so powerful. So we see healing, we see restoration at these retreats. God just moves, and it's always in a very unique way because he knows what his daughters need at that particular gathering. You
Hmm.
remember that, Latoya? Baby. Gail said you can expect to be on the floor. Yes, absolutely. Once we get off the floor, we're gonna go get ourselves together. We may go get in the pool.
Yeah.
We may, turn some music on and start dancing. We just do a little bit of everything.
Everything.
Yes, Dorinda.
No, yeah, like you said, I think I love that healing portion, right? Like, and like you said, we got to meet God in a way through a hug, and you would never think that that can be such a pivotal moment for somebody, but it was.
Yeah.
And to see them just like cry and to remember, like to remind themselves they are still a daughter, they're still loved no matter what happened in their past, like it was
Mhm.
beautiful. So yeah.
Yes, I receive healing, child. Because everything that I go to, I go with the expectation. I just don't do
Yeah.
things for other people. I'm like, Lord, I'm coming to receive as well. So that's a beautiful thing as well. Like we're in this together. We go after the heart of God, together, and that's what makes it so beautiful to be able to be a part of this type of experience. Y'all, I was at a retreat a couple of weeks ago. For those of you who joined us on the prayer call, I was sharing about it. And I think because I'm on this side of events so often, I try to really take advantage when I'm able to be on the other side. And what blessed me, so many things blessed me about that retreat, but it's something about knowing that you're going to a place that's been prepared specifically for you.
Mhm.
There is
Yeah.
something about knowing that you are going to a place place where they've considered you, that there's a name tag, that your bag is waiting on you, that a room is waiting on it. And all of this has been prepared and intentionally curated just for you. Before there was a session, before everybody spoke to me, the fact that I was going to a prepared place made me feel so seen by God. And so I said, wow, this is what our sisters get to experience every time they come to a Serenity retreat. They're coming to a space that's been prepared specifically for her. So just know what to expect. You can expect a prepared place just for you. From the moment you get off the plane or get out of your car and walk into those doors to the moment you get your last hug and kiss on the cheek, because I'm probably going to do that. This has been a place that has been specifically and intentionally prepared for you. And how many of us know we need that? We need a prepared place where we don't have to, nobody's asking us any questions. Nobody is expecting us to be anything, that we can simply be. And that's what this invitation is. And like she said, it could feel a little awkward at first because you're so used to having to show up and perform or do or lead other people. But this is a space where you don't have to do any of that, where you can come and literally receive and be filled up. And I think more than ever, we need that. So that's what you can expect.
Yes. And I love how you talked about a prepared place. Like even when we put their name tags together and we get to see, like, put a face to a name, right? Like the lady that we've been talking about and just praying over. So yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Terry said a prepared place. Gail said she can't wait to hug y'all. Be prepared, y'all. Them hugs come with a warning. A healing hug. Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit, ladies, about the itinerary. For those of you who may be like type A and you like, girl, it's on the website. So at any time, ladies, if you want to sign up, you want to learn more, you can go to our website, savedinthecityonline.org, savedinthecityonline.org to sign up, to register. Again, you have 2 weeks left to register. All of this is on there, but it's something about reading it, but it's another thing to talk it through. So again, you get there on Thursday, April the 23rd. You're going to check in. We don't put a lot on the agenda for Thursday because you've been traveling. So we want you to be able to rest. We want you to be able to kind of get yourself together so that you can be prepared to receive everything that the weekend has for you. So we check in on Thursday evening. We have our official welcome mixer that night. We're going to have music. We're going to get to know each other. We usually have some icebreakers, and we keep it real light that night so that you can get some rest. We get up on Friday morning and we have our first session, our opening session Friday morning at 10 a.m. in our main meeting area, which is always good. We're going to open up with prayer devotional. We're going to open up with worship, and then we're going to go into the word, right? So you're going to get a beautiful weekend guide and booklet where you can take your notes. You'll have scriptures and prayers in there, and you ready to receive, right? Our theme this year is royal. You are a royal priesthood from 1 Peter 2:9. So that is, we're talking about royalty. We're talking about being daughters of God. We're talking about being co-heirs, joint heirs with Jesus. So what does it mean to be royalty, right? So that's our whole theme. So we'll dive into that. Right after that session is free time. So you can go rest. You may need to take a nap. You can go rest. You can go get lunch, whatever you would like to do. During that time at 3:00, we're going to have crafts. So y'all, I've been in my coloring bag, and it's been very therapeutic for me. So I have color books and I color now. But that's going to be a time where we do crafts. Again, that's optional. If you want to come down, fellowship, that's cool. If you want to rest and do something else, that's cool. But just creating activities. So we're going to have knitting and just different things where we'll be able to do crafts together during that time. And then we'll be able to, fellowship as well during that time. Okay. So then after that, we'll have another break time. And then that evening will be our evening session. So we'll have another powerful speaker. I'm so excited about our Friday night speaker. Pastor Takoa is coming. I met her last year. Powerful woman of God. And she's going to be with us. We're going to be having a spa party. We're going to be doing facials. We're going to just, being pampered, girl. We're going to be being pampered, okay? Because it's all about, royalty. This is royal treatment. You understand? Because we do it as a guy. So we're going to do that on Friday night. And then on Saturday morning, This has become a staple for the Serenity Retreat. Friday morning, we're going to have our meditation on the lawn. And so they have a beautiful courtyard there, y'all. We did a meeting earlier today with the retreat venue, and I got excited all over again, like I just wasn't there a couple months ago, because we were going through all the details. And their resort, I'm a little bougie, but on a budget. I'm a little bougie on a budget. So I love for us to go to places that makes us feel like, yes, like I'm deserving of this. That's how the space is. It's a pool, there's greenery, there's like this waterfall thing there. It's just beautiful. So we're going to be out there stretching, meditating, all the things out there Saturday morning. Then for lunch, ladies, we have the Royal Tea Brunch. We have the Royal Brunch and Tea Party. So we are dressing up with our brunch attire on, with our fascinators, our gloves, and it's just going to be a time, and I'm so excited about it. So brunch is going to be out on the courtyard. We have a whole programming for us, some more surprises. It's going to be a part of that, and it's just going to be given elevated luxury kingdom experience for God's daughters, because that's what we're serving. So that's going to be on Saturday during the day, and then that night we'll have girls talk that night, and we'll be able to answer questions, talk through things. I think it's so important in faith spaces that we're able to have authentic conversations. I think a lot of times we go into spaces and it's like we got questions, things that, we may not be able to cover on a Sunday morning, but we need to talk about these things so that we can get revelation, we can be inspired, we can receive what we need so that we can really be everything that God has called us to be. So that is on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we have our prayer send off. So we are getting up early. It is always so anointed when we do it this way. Every year we do it different, but this year we're doing our sunrise prayer send off, and it's going to also be an anointing service as well. So we're wearing all white for this. We're going to have worship there as well, baby. We take communion and we anoint you. Is to send you back into your purpose, into what God has called and created, you to be and do. So that is that, y'all. And then that like wraps up the retreat. We do have a special add-on where we are going to Disney World, and we are really excited about that. So that's an add-on. So we've invited all the ladies that's coming. If you're already in the group me, if you've already registered, we've already sent out the invitation for you to be a part of our group me, where we've sent all the details and all the information. That is not a part of registration, so that's an extra charge. I think to Universal Studios, I think the charge is like $199 for the all-day pass, something like that, around that as an extra cost, so you'll know how to prepare for it. So we'll be there all day, and I'm really excited because I ain't been there since I was 10, and y'all, I'm really a little girl at heart. So I'm really excited for us to be able to experience that together as well. So that is the itinerary, ladies, in a nutshell. That's what you can look forward to and experience. Now, this is subject to change with via the Holy Spirit. So this is what we try to stick to, but we want to be sensitive to the Holy Spirit as he moves us as well, because we want, to be aligned with him. All right. So let's see. Here goes some questions. Is there a certain color? So we sent out an itinerary for or kind of a mood board for all the ladies that's registered. So be sure to check your emails. If you're already registered, check your emails and check group me if you're registered. If you're not already registered, no, there's not a certain color. We are doing like brunch attire for the brunch, and then we're wearing all white for the prayer send off. So those are the only and you don't have to do that. We just, if you want to do it, but that's for the weekend, so we can be coordinated. Okay. You do get special goodies too. So we always surprise you all with that, but we'll have merch there and different products and things that you can purchase as well. Is everything going on at the host hotel? Yes, you will not have to leave the host hotel. There's restaurants and food there. So everything you need will be at the host hotel. So you don't have to leave the host hotel. You also don't have to stay at the host hotel. Last year we had sisters who did not stay at our host hotel. They made other arrangements and they came in for different things. I think it's most convenient if you stay at the host hotel, but it's no pressure. You don't have to, but it's something about just being able to walk downstairs and walk back upstairs and walk upstairs. And I think it's like $189 a night if you get the room block. So again, once you register, you want to be sure to get your room block through our special room block so that you can save. And, because we want to save as many coins as possible. And once you register, if you need to get a roommate, we also help you coordinate your roommate and, all of those things for other ladies. So you can save that way if you want to. Some ladies want a roommate. Some ladies don't want a roommate. So again, that's just depending on how, you want to have your experience. So those are great questions. I love the sunrise send off. Yes, it's always very, very anointed. Very anointed. All right, Miranda, you have any other questions or anything else you want to add? I think we went over everything we
You
wanted
did.
to share.
You did an amazing job. And ladies, just come on and join us. Just come join us.
Yes, absolutely. So y'all, we meant to do this for y'all like a couple of weeks ago. So I am so apologize. We'll be sure next year we do a few of these so you can get, just some insight on what to expect, what we're doing, everything we do. We're going to try big thing we do. We'll try to do something like this because we know like if you're traveling and making this level of investment, you want to know what you're connecting with. You want to know what you're being a part of. You want to know what you can expect. And what I can let you know is we put all of our heart into everything that we do here at Saving the City. I was working on some of the details today, and I just want you to know, like, we're very intentional, and we want you to have an unforgettable experience. So this is how you register. You can go to our website, savingthecityonline.org, to connect, to be a part. Again, if you have any questions or anything that we can assist you with, be sure to email us. Sis, we got you, girl. info@savingthecityonline.org. All right, ladies, if y'all don't have any other questions, thank you for joining us for this live Q&A.
Yes, we love y'all.
I was like, let me give you a couple more minutes in case anybody else had any other questions. Thank you all for the live Q&A. Thank you all for joining us for the live Q&A. Again, I just want to make sure I don't see anything. Again, we love you all. We can't wait to see. And if you can't come this time, it's okay. Guess what? We're already working on next year. So we'll go ahead and get those dates out. We'll be opening up registration for next year soon as well. So no worries at all. Thank you, Toya. We will see you all soon. We love y'all. But guess what? Jesus loves you so much more. Bye, ladies. Have a good night.